Okay, that was awesome. So OBS crashed. Let's see. YouTube's back up, and Twitch is back up. Alright, that was annoying. Sorry about that. I don't know when that cut out, but we finally came to the top of the clouds around, or bottom of the clouds, right here around 9,000. So I'm gonna just descend down to around 8,000, and we'll chill there. Not really sure why OBS decided it would crash. Oh well. I got super off my line as well. Yeah, probably there's looking good. Around 8,500. I like it. Focusing on getting my trim back. Nope, not quite. Trim up a little bit more. Yeah, about there. Just have to fiddle with it as we fly. Oh, let's go. I don't want to be descending at all. Alright, yeah, that's looking better. And yeah, I know I'm turned a little bit. I want to get back on track with VOR. ILD. Actually, I forgot the actual name of it already. So, I submitted my refund for Flight Sim Labs A320. I hesitated when they first announced that they were doing refunds on them because of the whole debacle. And just because, I don't know. I had to debate in my mind for a really long time whether I thought that what I thought of their apology, I guess, and you know, reading it 4 or 5 times, it's not an apology. But, and especially with that guy's history, it's just not worth it, because he's gonna try something else, I'm sure, and it's sad, because it really is probably the best A320 simulation that there is on the market for consumers. I haven't flown the Flight Factor one, but like everybody is obsessed with their 757, and which I have, and I've flown it. And it feels about on par with the Captain Sim 757, which is not to say that they're bad aircraft at all. They're good. It's just, you know, when you compare it to something like the FS Labs Airbus or you know, anything for A2As or to a little bit of a lesser extent PMDGs, they don't stand up at all. Still good airplanes, fun to fly, but not there. So I am not convinced to get the Flight Factor A320, especially with the Aerosoft ones right around the corner. And with the Aerosoft ones coming with like all of their MCDU improvements that they've made, finally have the independent MCDUs, True Glass and Real Light, which are just amazing in 717. I got the MD-82 within a week of its release, and I still haven't had a chance to fly it. I really want to, but I was in the middle of doing some 737 tour for my VA, so once I finish that, I'll probably look for some MD-80 flights. And I'll be interested to see once TFDI hits 1.1 or whatever they're calling this re-release of the 717. It'll be interesting to see what they work on next. I'd love to see them work on an MD-11. So we need one for P3D prepared. And Rotate hasn't really said too much about their much more about theirs. I mean, they posted some things, but last thing they posted was in December, I think. So wait and see. It's the name of the game. See if we pull back to around 2250. Well, that's going to speed us up or slow us down. Let's bring that manifold pressure back up. That jump there is because the X-52's detent in the throttle, which is just obnoxious. There's gotta be a way to remove that, right? There's gotta be a way to remove it. I don't want to take my whole joystick apart. So I'm just gonna complain about it. Tired. Alright, let's mess with the sounds a bit. Let's get that music back in here. We're on the ambient station in Pretzel today. Which might be a little too creepy. Okay, 70 miles to go, 27 minutes. Oh, hey. We're actually getting some of that, few clouds down there now. And I feel like the, clouds are descending on us a little bit. Oh no, we were definitely going up. Trim it down a bit. This song feels kind of flight simmy. I guess let's go down to 7,500. I might slap on the autopilot and climb through the clouds. It gets so boring flying above the clouds. This is just... I don't know, there's nothing to see. It looks like those clouds are just coming down at me. I think it's just this layer right here. Definitely having to navigate around some clouds here. Not getting us too off track though, so that's alright. I don't know if it's just my eyes playing tricks on me. Do the clouds in X-Plane move? I would assume that they do. Yeah, they do. Now we're awful close to the ground though, I don't really like that. But once we get past here... Oh, looks like rain shafts. Yeah, it's just more cloud. Oh, that's the temp like. Okay, it's not freezing. Okay, that's more of a problem. Okay, there we go. See a little bit better now. Let's go ahead and fly pretty far left here. Around that mountain. I need to fly left anyways to get back on track. Ooh. And wind. Yeah, look at that. Some weather. At least we're not flying back east. It's nasty back there. I think we're out of the really low cloudy stuff. When I was looking before the flight, I checked the winds, but I didn't check temperatures or precipitation or turbulence or anything. I felt like that was too much planning for flight sim. Nah, it's not. I just thought it would be okay. I didn't think that we'd be flying like marginal VFR. This isn't really marginal VFR. We're fine. Back there got a little dicey, but Make sure we don't run into this mountain. Totally clear the mountain. Fly right on the edge of the ceiling, but it's like, I feel like it's enticing me to. Just because of the terrain here and the ceiling's so low. Stupid gyro drift. I feel like this is good altitude. Where are we at? Almost 7,000? That last song made me want to go play Shogun. Cannot get the ailerons trimmed. Right. I think we're gonna be good. Looking at that bit of clouds, we should just be kinda to the right of it. Look up brighter. And there's another weather change. Damn it, X-Plane. Oh, that bit of clouds is still there, though. Interesting rivers vor here. Based on the shape, I'm guessing it's artificially dammed. No, just guess this way somewhere. No. Still looking at 29 miles. Turned out pretty good now, finally. Only took an hour. Don't do that laggy thing, stream. What are you doing? There. Oh, it looks like we lost the ILR NDB. Or not NDB, VOR. And are we coming into the clouds, or is it just getting like hazy in front of us? It looks hazy. Okay, we're good. Let's tune up 1176 then. Little airport over there? Yep. Turbulence coming out with a new airport. I was really impressed with their KMBS and well, all their airports actually. They're just fantastic. I wish that. I mean, I like doing the GA flights. I don't do them nearly as much as the jets, though. At least I had been. And it's... It's like, even though their airports are super awesome, I think I've flown to them only once or twice on, like... And I had to do it on purpose. I had to plan a flight to them. Which sucks, because they are phenomenal airports. I'd say they're on par with Flightbeam. And they implement... been implementing a lot of different SOD objects and everything. All their jetways are SOD jetways. Over at their, it's in California. Big Bear? L35, I think? they've got a thing there that tells you like an altimeter setting and a pressure density altitude, and it changes with well, the pressure and the density of the air. But it's really cool that they've actually got that in the sim, and like changing dynamically. I hope Flightbeam revisits Kaden soon-ish, and does so jetways and animates, because Kaden's got some triples and double jetways. And then they actually have a few jetways that aren't animated at all, in the United Regional area, where like CRJs and Props Park, the turbo props, they don't, in Terminal B, there's jetways there, but they don't work. And it kind of sucks. It is evidently quite a bit of work to implement that kind of thing, though. I actually have no idea how much work it is. I started trying to mess with the AutoGate plugin a little bit. And just because I didn't know what I was doing, it took me a while, and I didn't end up finishing the one I was working on. I would say I probably worked on it for 45 minutes to an hour or so, and and that was, let's fly around this, let's go this way. That was really learning how to implement it, figuring out that trying to edit that stuff in the world editor was garbage. Re-downloading, well, it wasn't garbage, it was just not working the way I wanted it to. Re-downloading a different tool, which I now can't remember the name of, and trying it there, and figuring out how to spawn objects in that, and messing around. It definitely was taking a while, but not... Like, once I would have figured out how to do it, the process would go a lot faster. Probably take like 3 or 4 hours per airport. For a medium-sized airport. But that's just for AutoGate. I don't know how SOD works. Oh no, I'm gonna touch the cloud! And instant ice, instant death. I am not falling asleep to the music. I am not falling asleep to the music. This album for the song that just came up is called Covered in Cats, and the cover album is terrifying, to be honest. Alright, we're looking at 3 miles. Let's switch active frequencies. And... let's go... there... and... there... and bring this over as well. Alright, it's looking better. Gotta get this other one to switch though. Yeah, there we go. VOR is gonna be off that away somewhere. I don't know exactly where. And we're not gonna go hunting for it. I should switch fuel tanks. Oops. That's what's causing some of my annoying roll that I'm having to trim out. Let's see if we can't get line on the Omni 2 in line on course. Oh, look, another airport. Green white beacon. Almost there. Okay, that's looking a lot better. Alright, let's turn back on course. So here's what I was just thinking, is overall I feel like Prepared is much more immersive. Prepared a FSX environment. Like, even though their default ATC is garbage, it's less garbage than X-Planes. And it's really nice to hear other traffic around you and stuff. And then when you get a good plugin like Ultimate Traffic Live or what's Just Flights? Is it World Traffic something? No, that's the one for X-Plane. Maybe they also call it World Traffic. I don't know. Sorry for the yawn. When you get there, and then start using ATC add-ons like either PF3 or Pro ATC. Those are the two that I prefer. It's even that much better, because then, like, the airliner traffic's using SIDS and stars, GA traffic's getting vectored around. And it's way better. It's like, it kind of sucks sitting here in X-Plane and not having ATC or anything. I mean, I've tried 124th and it works alright. I mean, it probably works about as good as Pro ATC, except that it doesn't interact with AI traffic. And I mean, wow, that flight was a while ago. There's not... The default ATC is just so bad. The 124th doesn't... deal with AI traffic, and I tried... Oh, crap. Can't remember what the program is called. It's a voice one that you do in both X-Plane or Prepared, and it's nice to do the voice control because it feels more like you're actually talking, but it wasn't working with any of my traffic. So it was just me again, and I was like, well, that's lame. And you know what? I guess what I'm looking for ultimately, as far as that goes, is something like VATSIM or IVAO, but with proper traffic levels and with controllers where I fly. 'Cause there's never any controllers on anywhere that I fly, which is why I haven't even bothered with it yet. And I can't imagine it's easy to make a good ATC program. I've really been meaning to play around with that. I don't know how easy Prepared or X-Plane is to hook into and get data from it. Be interesting to play around with it and see if I could make anything. I don't know. I do feel like I'm using the wrong add-ons for X-Plane as far as traffic goes, maybe. Because I have world traffic, but it just sucks having to set it up before every flight, and then it only generates flights around me. So, I mean, I set it up for this flight, but, you know, I'm not using ATC, I'm not tuned into the area controller or anything like that, so I don't know if they're talking or what. I haven't seen any other planes, I haven't seen anybody else's strobes, I don't know. It's a really big mountain. I don't think it's that big, it's just big compared to everything else around it. It is so dreadfully dreary out. I'm glad I'm in here. Is that... Is Mount Rainier in Oregon or Washington? I think it's some... Nope, I'm just gonna shut up because I have no idea. I should know that, but I don't. Should also probably climb a little bit. Just a little bit, though. I was totally paying attention. Oh, stupid weather changes. Ah, it's so obnoxious. Why can't you just have smooth weather transitions? That's all I want. No, it's not. I also want better ATC and better traffic and better contrails and better windshield effects like true glass and a lot of stuff. So one of these legs I'm not gonna fly this. I want to fly the new re-awesomed Milviz C310 whenever it comes out. It was supposed to come out, what, Friday, and then they're like, oh, it'll be out next week. So maybe it'll be this Friday? I don't know. But I want to fly that, because that's actually one of my favorite GA planes in Prepared. So we'll have to ask around when we land and see if anybody has one we can borrow. 25 minutes. It's the next VOR. And there's a fire truck. Trying not to say anything when the fire truck's going by. Okay, it's gone. Well, this is nice. See, if I was flying above the clouds today, I wouldn't be seeing any of this. That would be lame. This is way better than that. I spent way too long on the wrong tank. Or, not on the wrong tank, on the left tank. I don't think we'll have to switch tanks again until we land. Oh boy, oh boy. Let's see, I could fly low and go to the left and fly around that little mountain. I could hope that the cloud cover stays exactly at the altitude it is and keep flying straight. There's no good options over there. Yeah, let's get over this ridge and then descend a little bit into this valley. I don't want to fly too deep in the valley, though, in case it gusts down the hill. Oh, there was a wibble wobble. Yeah, those clouds look like they're coming down. Alright, so we're gonna go kind of follow this road, it looks like. Is that a road? I think that's a road. That's a river. It's a creek. Creek. Oh yeah, look at that airspeed. It's real nice. No, clouds, stop getting lower. I think they're getting lower. Seems like they're getting lower. Maybe my perception of cloud levels is just wrong. I so wish this GNS had, terrain on it. That cloud just appeared. Rude. Okay, the song changed a little bit, and I thought it was starting to rain. It shouldn't... I mean, we're kinda in icing. If we were to go into the clouds. Oh, don't... Why? The obnoxious weather changes. There wasn't even one that long ago. That's probably low enough. Now there's a road. There's a road, right? Yeah. Oh, there's cars on it. So X-Plane can do random car traffic everywhere, no matter where I am. But not random plane traffic. Okay, good to know. I think I already knew that, though. Wasn't expecting cars to be on this road. I'm assuming that this is like a... I don't know, it's 4 lanes, so... Yeah, it really, really does need active sky. I was saying that earlier. I love playing prepared with the active sky Skyforce 3D combo. Oh, this is gonna suck, isn't it? Did Hi-Fi say that they were working on active sky for X-Plane? I feel like they did. I feel like I read that somewhere. See, now I've gotten myself into a crappy situation. Well, we're just gonna hope that there's no train over here. That's terrain. This is interesting. Oh, I'm pointing down. Why am I pointing down? I should just get out of this valley. Yeah, 'cause that's still high on my left, or on my right. And there's the wall. Okay, we can climb up over that. I think. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. It's all good in the neighborhood. Oh, and of course it's just like insta popped fog in front of me and I can't see shit. 'Cause that made sense. This is ruining my immersions. I have no idea. Can't even see anything down to my left. Keep the vertical speed up. I think... Let's see... Oh, okay. Sorry for the blacks. Flashes. Okay, yeah. So I'm not crazy, I did see that they were working on something, and I hope they release it. 'Cause there's... I guess there's X-Enviro and SkyMax, but everything I've read says they're okay? And not awesome. But I love the Active Sky and Skyforce. Skyforce, if you use the weather engine in Skyforce, has the same problem where it just like pops weather and it's a bummer. If we get above 8,000, we should be clear of anything. But for this grid, 10,800 is the minimum. So I guess we'll just fly above clouds. So I've never used SkyMax, I think it is what it's called, or XEnviro. I have no idea how they are. Alright, now we're above the clouds. That's the wrong way. I need to turn this way. So what are the current issues with XEnviro that makes it mediocre, I guess? Alright, made it out. We're alive. I only nearly killed us 3 times. Yeah, I've been into prepared a lot longer. Like when I'm flying for my VA and everything, I'm usually use prepared, especially because I've got a bunch of great add-ons for it. But flying, I'm liking flying GA and X-Plane a lot more. Though with the new C310 update from Milviz, I might have to go back to prepared for a little while. And I do miss A2A stuff. But however Active Sky injects weather is awesome. I don't think I've ever noticed an abrupt change with it. Oh yeah, I feel that, man. I don't want to think about it. Grotesque amounts of money. I think at one point, I kind of tried to sit down and think about it, and realized that if I had not spent that money on prepared, I could have bought a new motorcycle. Not new, but new to me. Especially Orbex. Frickin' Orbex. I did return my Flight Sim Labs A320 though. Yeah, I actually had to debate with myself for a little while about it, but oh yeah, 777's awesome. Have you flown their 747? The system simulation is so awesome. It's... You know, when I sent them my return request, I said that. I said, it's such a shame that this happened, because the developers have obviously spent so much time and effort and love making this thing amazing. And it's a shame that it's been ruined by this. But it has been, and screw you for what you did, so give me my money back. Aerosoft A320 stuff is right around the corner, though. And they've got True Glass integration. They've got independent MCDUs now. I can say that I'll miss the Flight Sim Labs bus, but good riddance. With that kind of behavior, it's just... you can't do that. Alright, we are plenty high, so let's level off. Also, Power and Valison, thank you guys for the follow. I appreciate that. I didn't have Streamlabs open until, like, 2 minutes ago. So sorry for not catching that sooner. I believe in Aerosoft, and, you know, a lot of the comments that they've made have made me happier, even happier with them. Stop climbing. Yeah, I have their Twin Otter, and I've got a few of their airports, and they're all pretty awesome. I do wish that they would support SOD in their airports, but I kind of understand why they don't. From what Mathis has said. I disagree with him, but I guess that's his prerogative. Like, I feel like that's the only thing missing from Frankfurt is the double and... do they have any triple jetways? At least double jetway support. Because it just feels goofy rolling up in a 47 or 777 or even a 757 to a gate with multiple jetways and just one comes out. Okay, we are 37 miles out, which put me around, yeah, it's... Alright, when we're about 15 miles out, I want to descend again. We should be able to get down to, like, 2,600. And be clear of any terrain. I've heard good things about the Flight Factor A320, but again, with the Aerosoft one right there coming out soon, and it being you know, you can get A318 through the 21. I don't want to just get an A320. And it's still like $80, isn't it? So I've got, you know, the upgrade discount plus the bundle from Aerosoft is going to be way cheaper than getting just one A320. Yeah, me too. That's the thing I like about X-Plane is their default airports aren't awful, because let's be honest, deported prepared airports, that makes no sense. Default prepared airports are pretty awful. They're at this point, they're either so outdated that they don't even make sense, or they're just laughably not detailed. So far, every airport that I've flown into in X-Plane has been good. I'll say good. And it's pretty easy to mess with making X-Plane stuff. I don't know, have never tried to make a FSX / prepared airport. I have no idea. I wouldn't even know where to start, really. I see no problem with them existing side by side on my system. I wish that some of the aerodynamics in prepared were better. I wish that we could have, you know, not flat runways that AI could land on in prepared. At the same time, I grabbed the Flight Factor 757 just because I was not thrilled with the Captain Sim one on release. And it didn't feel... It felt weird. I don't know, that's all I'll say, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. It just didn't... It flies fine. The systems work fine. But... for the most part, I much prefer airliners in prepared. And I think it's just... those developers have so much more experience in prepared, they know how to make things work around the limitations of it, and it just feels better. Which, I don't know how long Flight Factor's been around, or FlyJSim or Rotate or anybody. I would think that they would have, because X-Plane's been around just as long as Flight Sim. I haven't installed Zybo. I always say Zibo in my head. I haven't installed that yet. I have been waiting for the 737 Ultimate to come out. Because those scimitar winglets. Alright, we're gonna start descending here. Get back through the clouds. And proper 900 ER. Because PMDG's 900 is not an ER, and like nobody actually uses the standard 900. I'd got... yeah, FS2 Crew is awesome. I did get the the Fly JSIM 727 and 737-200 because I was sick of waiting for Captain Sim to update theirs to 64-bit. And the Fly JSIM ones are actually pretty awesome. Like, leaps and bounds better than Captain Sim's, I think. But for anything modern, other than the 767, because there's not one for prepared, I pretty much prefer prepared, especially once you get like Envshade and Envtex and Skyforce and everything all working together. X-Plane needs to step up their windshield rain effects, because True Glass is kicking their butt. And Rainmaker, PMGDG's Rainmaker, is looking pretty sweet too. Do you have both Envshade and PTA? And if so, which do you prefer? Alright, here come the clouds. Oh, you know what I should probably do? Okay, I'm gonna try to one-hand this over on my laptop and look up KPDX Metar. And we're looking at 29906. Alright, let's trim out and not descend at 1 billion feet per minute. I like chase plane way better than I like X camera. So what do you like about PTA over Envshade? I like that I don't have to try a million different presets in Envshade, and it just like works and looks nice with Envtex. Although I've used Aviation Lad's PTA presets and their reshade stuff, and they do a really fantastic job of making things pretty. Scattered at 6,000, scattered at 25,000, scattered at 4,400, okay. Is it one that you made yourself, or is it one that you downloaded? Alright, bear with me a moment while I get through these clouds. I'm not gonna read chat quite as fast as I have been. faster. So we've got... No, it doesn't say overcast anywhere. Oh well. So we're not technically over PDX right now, so fair enough. And I just realized I'm gonna turn this back up a little bit. No, no, go away. Thank you. I haven't tried their spring one yet. I was still using their winter one before. I just reinstalled Windows, everything. And I was using their winter one, and it looked nice. My only problem with it was too bright, and it made like the bloom on whites really harsh. So if I was flying above the clouds in like a Lufthansa 747, it was just, I could not use an external view. It was so freaking bright. Yeah, I love Flightly. I can't wait for PDX either. I'm also excited to see O'Hare V2 from FSDT. That should be pretty sweet. Oh, and I need to go upgrade my Berlin Brandenburg Aerosoft since that came out. I haven't flown in Europe for a while though. Okay, there's 5,000. Scattered at 4,400. They're still in the clouds. This is slightly disconcerting. Wasn't really planning on... Oh, God, I hate that beep. Nope, we'll climb. I was really hoping to be out of the clouds by now. I know we haven't hit 4,400 feet, but... was not really planning on IFRing into Portland. I don't have an ILS tuned. Be way better if this is playing like way more ominous music right now. Okay, so that's 4,200. We're still in the middle of clouds. That's awesome. Alright, so since we don't believe in aviation laws, we're just gonna chill and head towards PDX and stay about this altitude and see if we can find the airport. If not, I'll just pull up. Oh, 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 oh! Hello! Okay, much better. Should just go ahead and load an approach. What are the winds? 270 at 6 knots. That's not bad. Go away, clouds. Oh, can we do 28 left? Sure. Just do vectors in. Load it. And we'll fly to it. I should probably have just activated it, actually. Really? That's not how I do that? Menu? Oh, I don't wanna... There we go. Oh, it's over there. That's the missed approach. I knew that. Nice if it gave me like ILS info, but I guess I'll just pull that up in charts. KPDX. A little bit more. Every time I use this GPS, I am just reminded how it is just so much better than the default prepared GNS 530. And it kind of blows me away. So I was looking at the 310's page on Milviz, and I noticed that they're supporting they're doing the Flight 1 Reality GNS GTNs, but they're also doing this navigation suite by Navstacks, which I've never heard of, and I was kind of looking it up, and looks pretty cool. They're doing basically what Flight 1 and Reality XP were doing with the Garmin stuff, with the Bendix King stuff. And one of the cool things is, if you go on Milviz's forums, they made this announcement post thing about it. But one of the, come on, charts. Cool things is that they're providing free to any developers that want to include their instrument stack. They're providing an SDK, the 3D models, and everything for it, which is really awesome. Apparently, I guess Flight 1 and Reality don't do that. Alright, we want that. We're looking at 1105. It's already tuned in because I just left the approach. So swap over, and there, got the ILS tuned in. Sweet. So I went over to don't know if I said it. This company is called Navstacks. It's spelled with an X. I went over to their page, and they don't even have... It's not even available for purchase yet. So I don't know how much it's going to be. It's interesting, because I know Milviz already puts a bunch of work into making their radio stack avionics suite not bad, but it still uses the default data set. So I'm very curious to know and see how this compares. And their renders on, or their pictures on their page look really sweet. They have a fancy transponder. Oh, you lucky bastard. Oh, nice. That's awesome. I looked into, like, paying for a single cycle, but I could not justify it. And I don't know anyone that has with subscription either. Does he give you everything, like, including the terrain data and obstacle data and everything, or just nav aids and stuff? Oh, that is awesome. Those are fuel, okay. We're looking at we're still 14 miles away. I thought we were a lot closer than that. Yeah, I wish... It's cool that we have the Flight 1 GTN and everything, and it is literally the Garmin trainer. I wish that Flight 1 could work it out somehow so that it could use Navigraph stuff. Or if Flight 1 worked with Garmin to provide sim users a cheaper alternative to the Garmin datasets. I'm so sorry for the really awful, laggy back and forth thing that OBS is doing right now. I am going to guess that it's because I forgot to change encoders before I started the stream, for which I apologize. Once I land at PDX, I'll have to stop OBS and switch over. But this flight, it's 2 hours. What time is it? 3 o'clock. I think we can get to Friday Harbor in a couple hours. Probably. It's only... it might be 300 miles. I have to look at my... It's 309 miles. Yeah, the cars are pretty sweet. Traffic's not super dense. It'd be cool if it was a little bit denser, but then that would probably just wreck CPU like it does in Prepared. I want to look over towards the airport, but I know it's gonna frame derp on stream. It's really unpleasant when it does that. I'm gonna blame X camera for that, because it works fine. If I don't use X camera, final approach fix is 2,000 feet, so we're below it. Which is fine. Then you wouldn't get to see the beautiful houses. Never been to Portland, but this is really nice looking terrain. I don't know how legit it is. What? It's supposed to be a farm on the hill over there? That's weird looking. Five miles. Oh, and we have... There we go. Let's slip in the localizer. If you're unaware, we are not on either of them. We are very far off of them, actually. Okay, let's... jump the mixture a little bit. That's fine. Should probably have our landing lights on, huh? Our fuel flow is fine, so I'm gonna leave the pump off. I don't know why I'm flying the entire approach. But I am. I have the music turned down so much, like I can just hear the drums, and it's like kind of freaking me out. It's putting a lot of pressure on me. A lot more pressure than I was expecting. That's alright, I suppose. Yes. But X-Plane doesn't have seasonal textures, so it's always the same color, the same seasonal stuff. And X-Plane does a weird depiction of, like, water on taxiways and aprons and stuff. It does this weird, flat wave thing that's really disorienting and really ugly. Assuming that's the runway-ish. Actually, I can't say that I've seen lightning. It might just be because of it's winter and there's not as much lightning during winter. But I have seen rain. And I'll call it white rain. I don't know if I would call it snow, but it's like white rain. We need precip effects for X-Plane. That's what we need. I don't know why I'm descending. Need to get the glide slope. And there's the lights. My GPS is telling me that I did not get to that waypoint, and so it wants me to go back there. I say, screw you, GPS. I do what I want. There's the glide slope. Alright. I don't know why I decided to do a full ILS approach in a tiny little Piper, but I did, so, yeah. We should descend around 480 feet a minute once we're on the glide slope. That's assuming we're doing about 90 knots, which we are above, but that's okay. Like there. This is like so much smoother than my last few approaches. The last one I had, no, that was leg 1. I did a, it's like a 20-foot base turn. So I was trying to avoid flying into Nevada. Not for any particular reason, it was just the challenge at the time. Alright, let's go pull that throttle back. Good gear down. And I suppose we'll get some flaps in. And enjoy our loss of frame rates. Gotta remember to turn down graphic settings a little bit when I'm flying into a metro area. Since I was flying out in the boonies, and everything's super maxed out. So that white thing on the edge of the runway is not the center line? Oof. There we go. Valison, I have a Cytec, Lodulame X52. What runway did I land on? Did I do 28? I did 28, right. Okay. That's a lot of planes. I was gonna park there. What did that sign say? Bravo 5? So that's Tango? Okay, that's Bravo. I turned the wrong way. Hey, Shalimar. Oh, train. That's weird, because we don't have those kinds of trains. Actually, I have no idea. Oh, yeah, that's awesome when we have trains that have pantographs, but we don't have... Oh, and it disappears! Oh, nice. So there's no wires. You know, the train is apparently using pantograph, and that was awesome. Let's turn those off and those off. And get a weather change. They like changed and then changed back. Why? Is that a... No, we're not gonna park over there. Alright. Remember, kids, do not look both ways when you cross the street. Oh, we're gonna go park next to the F4s. No, okay, fine. I'll just go park next to the King Air over there. Alright, so I'm going to stop the stream just for a little bit. I need to change some why is it parked? Okay, that's obnoxious. I need to change some settings in OBS. And change some graphic settings. I shouldn't be gone more than 5 minutes. And wait, where the hell does this go? Oh, is this one of those that like goes through, or is there a stop? Okay, we're just gonna stop here. All right. Parking brake. That's what I need to do. Okay, it was out. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and shut down the stream just for a couple minutes, guys. Get those settings fixed up, and then... I think we'll... What time is it? 3:30. We won't go all the way to Friday Harbor. We'll go somewhere in between. Alright, so give me 5 minutes and I'll be back with you. I do have to shut it down because I need to change settings in OBS.